ore e hoa. Hara mai, come and join me. I have found us a book about getting ready for school. Are you getting ready for school at the moment? Well, this is created by the My Big Moments team. That's Hannah Davison, Flicker Williams and Marco Palamieri. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a story? Well, let's begin. Perry and Frankie were finishing preschool. Soon it would be time to start school, so they decided to celebrate with all their friends. Are you excited about starting school? Asked Grandma. Perry looked at Frankie. I don't know, he said. He'd never been to school. It's okay if you don't know how you feel about it yet, said Perry's mum. We're going to get ready together. But why do I have to start school? Asked Perry. At school, we learn about all kinds of things we do in our world, said his mum. There's lots of time to play too. Do you think there'll be a big playground? Asked Frankie. Well, let's go and find out, said Perry's dad. I'll take you both along before school starts, when it's nice and quiet. Perry and Frankie raced to school. It looks like preschool, only bigger, said Frankie. Let's have a look around. They peeked into windows, quickly found the toilets, and scrambled right to the top of the playground tower. Come on, you two, called Perry's dad. Mum's taking you shopping. At the shops, Frankie chose a lunchbox. There were places for all her favourite snacks. Next they picked school bags. Then they tried on school shoes. Oh, these shoes will be super fast and I can do them up all by myself, said Frankie. Now we need uniforms, said Perry's mum. Did you say unicorns? Asked Perry. Perry's mum laughed. Unfortunately, no, she said. Uniforms are to show you that you all belong together at the same school. Fancy wearing a unicorn. Going to school meant there were lots of things Perry needed to remember. What if I forget something, Frankie? He asked. I've got an idea, she said. Let's make a plan for the morning. That's a good plan, isn't it? In the morning, Perry was nearly ready to go to school, but he was taking a very long time to put his shoes on. What's happening, Perry? Asked his mum. I don't want to go to school, he said. It's okay to feel a bit afraid of doing something new, she said. I'll stay with you while you get settled in. When Perry got to school, he met Frankie by the big tree, just like they had planned. My tummy feels all full of wobbles, said Perry. They each had a warm hand to hold as they walked into their classroom. I'm so happy you're here, said the teacher. The bell will go soon and then we'll start our day. Come on, said Frankie. Let's check out the reading corner while we wait. When the bell rang, Frankie and Perry sat on the mat with all the other children. After a while, it was time to say goodbye. Perry held on to his mum very tightly. It's time for me to go now, Perry, she said. But, Mum, if you go, I will miss you, he said. Well, how about we have a milkshake together when I pick you up after school, said his mum. Perry had exactly 3 kisses and 3 cuddles. He took a deep breath and said, Bye, Mum. Bye, Dad. At morning tea, Perry and Frankie went to play outside. Let's go and play with those kids, said Frankie. No, said Perry. I don't feel very brave. You can hold on to my smile stone if you want to, said Frankie. It helps me feel brave because it's full of love from home. The smile stone fitted warmly in the palm of Perry's hand. He gave it a squeeze and he kept it in his pocket. It turned out that the other children did want to play with them. How cool. At the end of the day, the bell rang and it was time to go home. "You've been helping each other all day," said their teacher. "You're such great kids. I'm looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow." "Come on, let's race," said Frankie. Frankie went to Perry's house for a milkshake. "How did it feel to be at school today?" asked Perry's mum. "Oh, I was scared at the start," said Perry. "But then it was okay." "Yeah, we had fun playing on the playground," said Frankie. By the time the leaves had turned yellow and red, Perry and Frankie were masters of the playground. They knew all the best hidey holes and made friends who liked doing lots of the same things they did. "I'm good at being a school kid," said Frankie. "Me too," said Perry. And that's the end of the story. In the back of the book, there are some other ideas for grown-ups to be able to help kids settle into school. It's a really helpful book, isn't it? And in the front, I like this quote from My Big Moments. "Life is a wild adventure. With a friend by your side, a book in your hand, and ideas in your head, you'll always be ready for anything." You know what? As you get ready for school, you can come back and watch this video as many times as you like. Or maybe go and find out how you can get a copy of this book. It's available in most good bookstores. And if you want to check out some of the other stories I've read by My Big Moments, check out this link here. You can also visit mybigmoments.com and come and visit me again soon. We'll find another good story to read, eh? Ka kite, my friend.